A Byzantine church is in three different parts. And when you first walk in, you walk into a small little part that traditionally is darker than the rest of the church. That's the narthex of the vestibule. Okay? That's symbolic of the world before Christ, which is why if you walk into an Orthodox monastery or something where the iconography is really covering all the walls, you'll find icons of the Old Testament prophets. Because you're looking at all of those who pointed the way to Christ. Michelangelo, when he was painting the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel, on the sides, if you look, there are Old Testament prophets who are looking toward the altar with their heads down. And then on the other side of them, there are pagan figures that are looking away from the altar, right? But the Old Testament prophets are directing you to Christ, right? They're paving the way, they're pointing the way. So that's the first thing you encounter when you enter a Byzantine Rite church. Then when you walk through the doors and you enter this part, the nave of the church, things suddenly get bigger and lighter, because now you're entering the world of Christ, the world where there suddenly is light. The light of the world has come into it, okay? And this is where the faithful gather for the liturgy. This is, the world as we experience it today. And then the iconostas, which divides this part of the church from this part of the church. That part of the church is the sanctuary or the Holy of Holies, okay? If you're going to understand that, you have to understand a thing or two about the Old Testament temple, okay? And what was included in the Holy of Holies in the temple, right? And that throne is the throne of God. Because this is the throne room of the heavenly kingdom. The liturgy, when we celebrate the Divine Liturgy, we're celebrating the liturgy of the throne room. And many of the ceremonies that we have are ceremonies that actually developed in the throne room of Constantinople. Now, does anyone know what was in the Holy of Holies in the Old Testament? The jar of manna, bread from heaven, right? And it sustained people on their journey. Well, we also have bread from heaven in our tradition, right? So instead of the manna, what we have at the center of the altar is the Eucharistic tabernacle. The tablets of the law. Instead of the tablets of the law, we have the book of the Gospels, the new law. The staff of Aaron. Instead of the staff of Aaron, we have the cross of Christ, which also leads us, right, out of slavery to sin and darkness. So what you're looking at is a temple that's Christified. Okay? This is a Christological interpretation of the Old Testament temple.